Hey, do you remember on our Facebook page about a week ago we asked this question? What would be the one thing that collectors wish for more than that Grail find? Well, we had some interesting answers come in. People commented saying things like a time machine, some other people said money, which is obvious. One other person even said to continue the love to the next generation. Wow, that's pretty deep. Someone did nail it though. Space! It's obvious. It's the one thing that we all need more of to house all our growing collections. For a little while, I've been feeling like that I'm living with the games rather than the games are living with me, and that's wrong. So I'm really proud to announce today that thanks to some extremely generous donations and some amazing friends, we've now got an extra 1,200 square foot to play in here. Amazing. I mean, it doesn't come with a whole bunch of retro machines already sort of stuck into it or anything, but give me a few months and it'll all take shape. It's going to be a great place to have the parties at. It's not just going to be a case of having space to move the machines into. We're still going to have the other place that we've always had. We're just expanding. This is going to be fantastic. It's going to mean we can have probably over 100 people come to the parties, which is something I've been wanting to do for ages, not have to restrict the number of people that can come. Anyway, let's take a look around. Okay, so here's what will be the main room. Obviously it's a flat that I've rented, and it's no surprises, it's the one right next door to the existing RGP layer. So let's just have a quick pan around the room. We're going to do some redecoration work in here. Those orange walls are definitely going. Some people say that they're okay. I'm not a big fan. There's a line of fire machine here that I sold to the neighbour and then he wanted rid of, so it's been sold back to somebody else. That's being collected and put out the way. But, you know, we can get a nice little row here of potentially sit-downs. I don't know. Anyway, balcony doors, but we're probably going to block those off because there's an adjoining neighbour. The sofas down here are going out of the way. Some stuff left over from the previous tenant and from the landlady. That's the kitchen area. We're not going to be using that. It's going to be stacked full of machines. And that's out in here. Let's take a look around the other bits of the room. So this is going to be mainly video games in this room. So it's quite a wide room. It's about 22 foot by 27 foot, something like that. It's almost as big as the other one. It's deceiving. Let's go have a look out into the hallway. Now, the power's not on at the moment. I've turned it off just to, whilst I get sorted with one of those silly keys that you need. It's on a prepayment meter. That's what they had in. And we're going to redo the lighting in here, put LED base lights up in the ceiling and everything. So that's the hallway, and that's the old layer. Ta-da! Well, layer 1, and this is layer 2. As you can see there, there was a little bit of raucousness going on, and somebody's head ended up going through that door, I believe, or a fist or something. Well, you know, if it was a fist, it was better than it going through somebody's face, definitely. So here's the corridor. I don't know what we're going to do in here, just, you know, tidy it up. I don't really like the red wallpaper, but, the red colouring. We'll see what we can do with that. This is going to be the workshop in here at the moment. Some graffiti on the wall. I've got the horrible task of getting rid of that. And there's going to be some great space for spare parts to be stored in here, in these cupboards, which are actually supposed to be wardrobes. He'd left a bed behind. That's going this afternoon. And then there's an ensuite bathroom and everything, which can no doubt lend itself to some paint shop or something like that, or storage, more doubt. Well, like if it's anything like the other ensuite that is used in the old in room 2 in the other side. So let's have a walk round a bit further, and then we're going to have pinballs in this room. I've been calculating, doing a few measurements and stuff. I reckon we can get around about 5 in here. Should be able to get 4 across there easily, possibly even 5. Where the wardrobe is, I think that's where the EM gun game that we've got at the moment is going to end up standing. So anyway, so that's it. That's the new place. There's 1,200 square foot I'm going to put up a shot of the proposed plan layout for it in a second, and you'll see that we can probably get about 35 to 40 machines in here, and that's going to be great. I'm going to migrate a load from the other side, and then everybody can spread out between the two. There'll be a lot more space, can get about 100 people to come over, and really looking forward to it. It's a great project, this, and it's a great little investment to move things along. You know, like I'm living with the games, and I need it not to be like that. So this made sense, and thanks very much to the friends, you know who you are, who've got involved. I'm going to video various bits of it throughout the evolution, but you're not going to see any more of it until we actually do the next party. Catch you all in a bit.